This is an after-school program podcast.
What key are we in? G?
Yeah.
You all working today?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Around 5. I can be kind of late. I have tenure.
And by tenure, you mean you're a pain in the butt to your managers.
Yeah.
She called him last time after the video.
Yeah? Which video?
The
Last Tuesday, Pastor.
Oh,
yeah,
she did.
she called right as soon as we pulled out of the church.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm
She
sorry
loves
about that
Lauren.
one.
It's okay. I brought her a chocolate. I
Yeah.
brought her a chocolate milkshake from Cookout, and
That's
she was okay.
why she loves Lauren. She's gotten 2 chocolate milkshakes.
She's like, man, if he keeps on coming in late, this is better for me.
Yeah.
Okay, well, welcome to the show. My name is Shama, and I'm wearing a gold watch my wife got me for my birthday. No, I think it was
Nice.
Christmas. It's not real gold. It's just a Casio watch. But I had it in my Amazon cart for way too long, and
I like
my wife
it.
swagged on it. I don't like it. I feel like it's too fancy. I feel like
Ice.
huh?
Ice on your wrist.
I got every time I put it on, I'm like I'm icy. Ooh, I'm
That was
frigid.
the most polite way anyone's ever said
Ice?
that. Ice
Ice on your wrist. Ice on my wrist like an Eskimo. Sorry, that's how I write rhymes. I just yell out stuff.
Yeah.
That's me.
That is how you write. You just get one word that you want to end a sentence with, and you go from there.
Yeah. What's a pun or a good thing about Eskimos? Yeah, that's how I do it.
My name is PD, and I got heckled in our reviews.
You did?
Yes, by
Recently?
by somebody who said they're a 13-year-old. They're like, I'm 13 and I drink real coffee. PD doesn't drink real coffee.
Yeah, I don't know if people know this, but if you're listening to this podcast, we're humans. There are humans with emotions behind this show. And PD, like he said, the first episode where he introduced that he's now a coffee lover.
Yes.
Thanks to me.
I asked, yes, thanks to Lauren, who's our guest for today. I asked for grace for PD. I asked for favor. Just go with him as he drinks 7-Up bottled Starbucks coffee until he works his way. 7. Sorry. I said 7.
That's where this is from.
My bad. Yeah, I knew that. Guys, our guest for today, PD. You might want to turn your headphones around because you got the wire. It's his first time, viewers and listeners.
Lauren was roasting my outfit too. She's like, this is on video now.
I mean,
Lauren
just never matches.
But
When I
okay,
watch
this is
the clips you guys post on Instagram, it's like long sock, short sock.
Guys, let me just say, every now and then, we like to have our friends who compliment us, and then occasionally we like to have PD's girlfriend who just absolutely humbles us, and that's who we have today. She's been on the show before. This is her 3rd time.
yeah.
She's a repeat guest. Lauren, everybody. I said that like I was waiting for an applause. Welcome to the show, Lauren. You may know her from her... Oh, this is what I wanted to say while I was setting up. We had a little schedule switch around, and I've been wanting to say this since Lauren and PD got here. But today I was at the dentist, and while I was waiting, the lady left, and she was like, "Oh, let me go check on the front desk to see if you're good to go." And guess what song started playing on the radio?
What?
God is on the move, on the move. And I think that's the only time I've heard it since you sang it on the show. But I could not get Coronas on the like it kept
I just thought
on.
it was perfect.
Yeah, it was like the perfect fit to where I couldn't even hear God in the song. I just kept on hearing Coronas on. Yeah.
Dude, that's the thing that we ruined a few songs, I think.
Yes.
You ruined Lady Antebellum's and I need you now.
I don't even remember what I saw. What I sang. What did I sing? I'm quarantined, right?
Yeah, I'm
Was that
quarantined and I need you now.
Yeah.
And then I did Imagine, and then Jonathan did Corona Nights.
You know what's so funny is is we did all those bits off the top, like, guys, let's do some quarantine songs. It's been for like 4 months. Now it's like, what is
we were
happening?
in the car, and we were just trying to find a song that I had in my music about. We tried to make every single song that played off my phone about the coronavirus until God Is on the Move played. And I was like, this is perfect.
And guess what? Ever since you sang that song, Corona has not stopped being on the move.
No.
Thank us, listeners.
I had like a little mini panic attack in church because
Recently?
So I barely slept. Yeah, it was last Sunday. Did I tell you about that?
No.
Okay, well, she was next to me. I barely slept. I slept for maybe like 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
And then we're sitting in church, and the only person wearing a mask is me, and I recorded the dude. You see the video that I put
all
up?
the way on the other side.
Did y'all like shake hands, or you're like, well,
No, I just like, I was from the balcony. I just zoomed in on him and said "gang gang" on Instagram. But then when we were singing,
I look over him and I'm like, are you recording?
Hey, what happened?
yeah, so everyone's singing, and then I was like, wait a second. It's like, I'm the only one wearing a mask and everyone's singing. So then I started like imagining the virus.
The COVID
It's coming out of it. So then
visually?
Yeah, it's like visually, it was like green mist, like in pro wrestling, coming out of everybody.
Oh my god.
And then I started it started to legitimately freak me out. My own like visualization of COVID.
Yeah. Man, see, that's where like there have been a lot of it's not a good time to be a germaphobe. Like like I feel like germaphobes have consistently like spent their whole life like not touching doorknobs, like using their sleeves and a bunch of other stuff. That now I'm like I just don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
My
I don't
brother,
know.
my brother's a germaphobe, and he worked a cookout with me for like 4 weeks, and every time I would turn over, he was washing his hands.
Really?
He was washing his hands every 30 seconds.
If you work at a restaurant though, that's just good practice though.
Yeah.
Restaurants are like
Someone at the peddler asked me if I had OCD, and I was like, no, we just have a gross job.
Yeah. I remember one time I had when I was working at a pizza place, I had like a panic attack washing my hands. I was about to go in my 5th year. I'd been there for 5 years, and I just graduated college. And I remember thinking, they were like, oh, dude, if you work here for 5 years, you get a raise, and you get like a pen, like a Papa John's pen, and a bunch of other stuff. And I remember I went in one morning to work, and I was washing my hands, and I had this, like I had like a Raven Simone thing where it dawned on me. It was like, I've been washing my hands at the same sink for 5 years. 5 years. And dude, I was like losing my
This
mind,
sounds like
man.
I've seen the movie.
Dude, it felt I was like, have you ever had that thing where like I don't know if people can relate, but have you ever had like a thought like where you're thinking about existing and you're like, oh, I'm existing. I've been existing. Have you ever had that?
I've had that a lot.
It's where you're like you like zoom out and you're like, whoa.
You're like, whoa, I'm a person. There's no getting out of this.
You never had this, Lauren?
No.
Oh, how does it
think
feel
so.
to be of sound mind?
How is it to not have existential dread for no reason?
Oh, man, I've been having these since I was like 9, dude. You've never had it.
I've just like looking in the mirror, being like, I am really in this. You said we've had the same experience,
dude. Yeah. Or I'll look in the mirror. I'll be, and I'm like, what? I've been living in the same house for a long time too. So now I'm like, well, I've just been here. I've been here.
I think about that with pro wrestling. Like, there's this annual tournament in New Japan, and every time there's a new winner, I'm like, I've watched 5 of these.
I don't know why we're laughing, but Lauren can't relate. Lauren is so mentally sound, just a calm person,
Not overthinking your life in weird ways.
What's weird, dude? So this is funny. A couple of weeks ago, I was laying in bed. Grace was like brushing her teeth or something, and I was just laying there quietly, not on my phone or nothing, just with my brain, just thinking. And then Grace it came to the bed, and she was sleeping, and no, she was just laying down, and I went, Grace, am I 28? And she goes, yeah, you just turned 28. And for some odd reason, I was like,
I'm almost 30.
It's like, life just goes in real slow motion. I'm like, I'm 28. Because I don't know in my mind, if I just thought of like, hey, I'm like a cool 24, whatever. So I had to like, I needed a human to like confirm, am I old? And when she said it, I was like, shoot, and I'm 28. My son's just turned 1. And I'm like, yeah, it was weird. It was very, very weird.
Went, I'm 28 and my son turned 1. And I'm so glad he's my son. And you just wrapped the whole thing.
Yeah, and I went through the whole thing in bed. And I'm like, golly.
It was a manic
It's
freestyle.
a manic existential crisis freestyle.
Hey, do you want to call that listener?
Yeah, guys. Okay. Do you want me to connect you to the old Bluetooth?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have a listener who's Lauren. Believe it or not, you're not a listener of the show.
She
But,
she says like it's enough for her to watch the clips.
Yeah. I listened to the first 2 episodes.
Okay.
And then that was enough.
What are your thoughts on the clips? Do you like the clips?
Yeah, they're funny.
Okay. Have you ever watched the clip and you're like, well, glad I didn't listen to the rest of this in its entirety?
Well,
Does it not, like, the clip is supposed to compel you to like dive into the rest of the thing,
Yeah.
That just doesn't work. I got you. It's beeping. I don't know if you want to connect.
Okay. I'll connect.
Well, I watched the clip and I'm like, well, I couldn't watch an hour of this looking at his outfit.
What if you listen to it? It's on an audio medium too. You don't want to listen to it? I don't know. I'm trying to convince you to listen to the podcast that you're a guest on right now.
Yeah, you've been a guest
I
on.
hadn't even listened to the first one I was on.
So you don't even know what you said, did you?
I was really nervous and I probably sounded really stupid. So
No, you're good. You're good. We wouldn't let you
I
do
remember she definitely was overthinking her appearance.
Did you? Did
too
you?
much.
Yeah. Well, it's just you just can't look. What is it? There's the reason why you shouldn't care is because people have so many thoughts already. Like the average human being, I think, has like 10,000 thoughts in a day. Mm-hmm. So you're constantly like, should I go? Should I do it? Am I supposed to tie my shoe? My phone, I got an email. Should I check the email, text, blah, blah, blah. So literally, like the fact that you have like mustard on your shirt or your socks don't match is like the last thing that another human being can like dwell on. Does that make sense?
And
unless somebody's
this goes back to me having this theory that even before I was dating Laura, I said every woman in my life disagrees with this, is that everything matches if you have confidence.
That's it.
Yeah.
And PD's got he's got so much confidence that PD won't match, and I'll sit and talk to him for a whole hour and I won't notice that.
I had so much confidence. Do you know the story of me just like assuming that she was my girlfriend?
Yeah. Where you're like, what did you say? What did you say? You said
we
it
were
real
sitting on his
casually.
couch in his room and he was talking about something and he just called me his girlfriend and I didn't say anything until after I left, because after I left his house I called him and I said, you told me I was your girlfriend and I'm not.
So you never asked me. I was
Well,
like,
that was what if
I was like, oh yeah, that part.
And
What
then
if that was
he
your way
said
of
straight
asking?
up, will you be my girlfriend?
maybe that's what PD needed. Maybe
Yeah,
he was
well,
like,
here's the thing. What I always say is I was right. Like, Your
Not
Honor,
at the time.
Your Honor, am I wrong though?
you're
Is she not my girlfriend, Your Honor?
what is it? What is it? Just bangs the gavel. No cap. No cap. No cap.
All right,
That's a millennial judge.
Let's call this dude.
Sorry, Gen Z judge. Do you got it? Is it ringing?
Yeah.
I'm not hearing it over here.
Well, I think it's going through now.
Okay. We're gonna talk to a listener.
I can't hear it.
I can't hear it either. Oh, I got it muted. Sorry.
Oh, hey, hello?
Hello.
You there?
Hello.
Oh, hello.
What's up?
Hello. How are you?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing well.
great. Can we get your name?
Yes. My name is Japheth Nevin.
Japheth Nevins.
Yeah.
Well, you're on Church Stories. We are live on the show right now.
Yeah, this is
Oh, sweet.
I'm Shama, and you just talked to PD who
Yep.
called you.
And
we
we're
also have
my girlfriend Lauren is here as well.
Lauren's on the show.
Oh, nice.
Hi.
So Japheth, rumor has it that you were one of the bold, the few, the proud to venture into internet territory unknown, which is episode 1 through the rest of all of the whole catalog of Church Stories podcast. Why did you do that?
Yeah. Well, it really started off with my sister who introduced me to your VeggieTales remix.
Okay.
And I thought, wow, this man is so funny. And then she also introduced me to the Church Stories podcast. I was like, man, I gotta listen to this more often. So I just started listening to the podcast episodes, and they were so funny. I was laughing so hard every time I listened to each podcast.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so since you listened to all of them, I thought it would be a cool idea to get, someone's perspective who's listened to all of them, which is kind of insane.
Wait, how long did it take you?
I actually started the beginning of this year, and I just kind of listened to maybe one, probably 4 every week, maybe.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, it's insane to me because it's my voice that someone's listening to, but I've done that for several podcasts.
Yeah. You want to know what's the craziest part about that, J5th, is I was thinking, the other day I just announced an episode that's going to be released that my son just started walking. I'm like, PD and I have been doing this show before I was married.
Yeah.
So you're listening to my brain. The brain. I don't even know if I'd met Grace at that time. Yeah, because I met her late 20. Yeah, so
this was we were doing the show for 2 years before I met Lauren.
Yeah. So you're listening. You probably know us now better than most of our friends.
My voice doesn't even sound the same.
Really?
If you go listen to one of the early episodes,
I listened to it. It was a little more high pitched.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's just the audio that we were using.
Maybe. We did change microphones.
Yeah. And you guys were like, we're in PD's room. I'm about to get married, and I'm about to be a Prius owner.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Shoot, man. Yeah, I was starting the show when I had the Volvo. But yeah, Japheth. So what were your thoughts going back from the beginning?
It was really cool to see how you guys kind of grew, and like you were saying, I did notice a really high-pitched voice kind of when you were listening to the first couple episodes. But yeah, it was really good times for me. Yeah, you guys made me laugh really hard.
That's awesome. So why don't we start at 10 with your list and just work our way down, 10? And we'll kind of go over our memories of the episodes. How about that?
I don't know why, but I'm like, are we gonna be hurt?
It's our show.
Yeah. Let's go ahead.
So 10 is it's a pretty newer one. It's God's Wingman.
Oh yeah.
I had to put it on there.
Yeah,
that one was a lot of fun.
I absolutely
with
love your SoundCloud Christians.
SoundCloud Christians. We're gonna do it on the next episode.
Hey, you are.
Yeah, we have one thing we have not listened to yet that Chase sent to us that I'm excited about.
Have you been out there being God's wingman and introducing ladies to your mans?
Actually, I haven't, but I thought about it yesterday. I was in church, and I was like, should I just go up to a girl and be like, let me introduce you to my man.
He can paint your toes and save you from your foes, and
all he wants is your soul.
Dude, I bet you Canton Jones, his music has a spike from when that episode God's Wingman dropped. Yeah.
Definitely.
Do you have these
plus 2,000 views?
Do you have these written down? The list that you have?
Yes, I do. I was so nervous I was gonna forget everything that I was just like, let me just write it down.
Perfect. Okay.
All right. So should I just kind of mix it up or just go from 10 down?
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go from 10 down. Up. Right, 10 up. Right?
Yeah. Number 9.
Number 9. It's also a fairly new one. Lemonade Laxative.
Ari.
Oh my goodness.
Did you listen to Lemonade? Did you listen to a bit from it? A clip?
Actually,
Lauren?
no. I didn't get. I was going to, so I just sent it to. I just DM'd it to him so that I could watch it later. And then I
she DM'd it to me. I was like, yeah, this is my podcast. I know I was there. And she's like, no, I'm gonna listen later.
You can save stuff, right, on Instagram?
I save a lot of stuff.
So you were like, the only way I'm gonna remember it is I'm gonna slide in PD's DMs. So I need to see this clip when I come back here.
Yeah,
that's funny. Yeah. What was your favorite part about Lemonade Laxative? Just the absurdity of the whole thing?
I was happy to see Ari again, too.
Yeah.
And just Ari funny. She's so funny to listen to. She has, good stories, and just, the way she talks and, tells, her stories and stuff, she kind of just I don't know, like captivates the audience, you know?
Yeah, the way she speaks is hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, we just, the J5th year are going to be in on some knowledge that nobody else knows, but we're going to bring her in for a sketch that we're doing.
Sweet.
Yeah. Dude.
I will be
Yeah.
looking forward to it.
It's called, yeah, I'm not going to say its name. Yeah, but we're going to bring her in for something. We were talking about this last night.
All right, let's get number 8.
Okay, the one about tension.
Ah, okay. That was Alex Reynolds, right?
Wait a second. Who was that? Was that Alex Reynolds?
No, that was Scott Bachman.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Really? Okay. What
This
was...
is just...
Okay.
This one and Popping Bubbles, I feel like they really kind of spoke out because he was talking about like Christianity, you know, and like all like the questions you deal with after like college and stuff. Like, what am I gonna do next? Like, what does God have planned for me? And that just really was like, it was good to hear that from somebody else and just know that like that's out there. Like other people are like kind of confused about what to do next, and he just talked about Christianity in a good way.
Yeah.
And then the one about Popping Bubbles, I remember, was just like a fun, really fun, like...
Yeah.
I laughed a lot because Josh was sitting on the side of the bed and Amberly was going off.
Yeah.
I think that one, the Popping Bubbles is... I think you and I both have set out... Like, we love comedy, but we also love serious podcast and content as well. But we knew that we could never set out to create a serious podcast. So we're like, if we do enough comedy, maybe just by ratio, we'll have something meaningful to say. In 90, almost coming up on 100 episodes. Golly.
So what's number 7?
Number 7, the one about everything.
Oh, that's my dad too, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's Scott Bachman.
That one was just random. I remember we were like, okay, so after this episode, we're going to do the greatest hits and we're going to dip for a while. And my dad kept wanting to leave because he wanted to watch his dating show.
Yeah.
the Married at First Sight.
Yeah. And he was just kind of like, and one more thing. Yeah.
My parents like watch that show and they love it too.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, so what's number 6?
Number 6 is Steak Plus. I had to put it on there.
Yeah, I think that one's my favorite of all time.
Yeah, Steak Plus is, that's one of my favorites.
Jonathan Wright is just the funniest person to talk to.
Yeah, he's really funny.
So it's number 5.
Number 5, the one about poop.
I love
It's
Josh
funny
Ross.
hearing him say.
Yeah.
It's funny hearing somebody else say the titles of these episodes. They were like, "What if I call it the one about poop?" That's me and BD. I'm like, "I'm gonna call it the one about poop." And BD's like, "Cool, let's do that."
That was the third one. So like we put out 3 at once when we started, just to give people like
something to listen
to listen to see if they like the show. And to me, like that one was the one that I would get messaged about.
Yeah.
Like, it was like I was crying listening to him tell this story.
Why did you like the one about poop?
He was just so funny to listen to. Like his poop story, like the brown washcloth in the corner and the skylight that shines on it. I was just like, man.
To me, that is one of the funniest stories I've ever heard.
I'm crying, dude. Oh my gosh, man! When he told me that at we were at somebody's house like maybe 5-6 years ago. When he told me that story, I remember I was crying and like smacking a wall over and over. Just destroyed me, man.
So what's number 4?
Knives. The one about knives.
The one about knives?
Oh, is that Madison?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And here's the main reason why I love this one so much. PD, do you remember your red clay soap?
Oh. Yes.
That's the greatest thing I've heard in a long time. Trust me.
That was so bizarre. It's still on my phone, so it'll come up on shuffle every now and then. And it's like I was just reading the Wikipedia page for the Great Depression, and then I implied the Great Depression wouldn't happen if there was goat milk soap.
And that was also not greenlit by the company. That's the one and only ad that we've done ever.
Which is like very problematic. And then so half of it was like this emotional piano music, and I had reverb in my voice. And then the second half, I took the entrance theme from this wrestler named Hiroshi Tanahashi. It's called High Energy. And it sounds like anime music.
Yeah.
So we should play that at the end of the show.
We're going to play that. We're going to play Corona's on the Move, and also...
and the red clay soap ad.
The rejected red clay soap commercial.
And then like before it transitions to the rock music, it goes, red clay soap. And Madison was super funny on that episode.
Yeah, she was super funny.
Yeah.
So what's number 3?
Number 3, Mormons, polygamy, and death.
That is a classic. That was the start of my Mormon November bit, wasn't it?
Oh, he said he was doing that again this year.
Oh yeah, I'm ramping it up.
Somebody else commented. They were like, "I can't wait to do Mormon." Somebody commented somewhere.
All right,
like,
hey,
what?
Just letting y'all know.
Join you.
Yeah, hey man,
Throwing it out there.
I will repost you on my story. This is what I'm planning. This is the first time I'm talking about this publicly. I've told Lauren. She gets to hear about stuff.
It's August.
She gets early access to my ideas because she's my girlfriend. But
that's the only reason why.
So, it's a little early to promote this, but Mormon November. So on Instagram, post a picture posing with a cup of milk. If you have a milk mustache, bonus points. Just use the hashtag Mormon November, and I will repost it on my story. Please join me as we drink milk, retweet Mitt Romney, and the rest of you can practice polygamy. I am happily, I'm in a committed relationship. Won't be practicing polygamy, but you guys feel free to.
No, kids listen to this. Okay, wait a second. The one about Mormons, polygamy, and death. That one. We really we don't plan for these episodes at all. I remember PD came over. I finished setting up, and I pressed record, and I don't know what happened after that. PD was like, "I'm becoming Mormon." And then we talked about death for a long time.
Yeah,
and I'm like, "What is happening?"
I remember part of it because I was going back and listening to that for we're gonna do a greatest hits of season 2, which season 2 was like a weird season, wasn't it? As compared to season 1. Half of it we did a bunch of them once a month, and then. You had to go do VeggieTales, so we were...
Yes, we did. We skipped a ton.
We did 2 solo shows while you were doing that. And those were bizarre. Well, mine was bizarre. Yours was
Was PD's Playhouse and Shama's Shack? Which I can't believe that those haven't been on the list yet, Japheth.
Yeah, but Mormons, polygamy... what were you saying?
I just recently listened to PD's Playhouse, and... all I remember from it was when he was whispering, he's like, I don't know, I'm trying to be quiet right now. It's like 2 a.m. You're recording this podcast.
Oh my gosh.
And then this also about Mormons, polygamy, and death. It's funny just to hear their kind of culture and religion. It's just so bizarre and different from ours, like Christianity.
Well, I don't know how accurately we explained the Mormon culture.
Oh, hey, that's the funniest part of the whole bit is how I want to appropriate their culture, but I know nothing about them.
Well, they drink a lot of milk, y'all.
Yeah.
After I listened to that one, I actually Googled how to be a Mormon, and it was 170 different ways.
That's too many steps.
Okay.
Are we at 3? Was that 3? Okay.
So let's go to number 2.
Yeah, number 2. Number 2, popping bubbles.
Yeah, popping bubbles.
Yeah.
Amberly. Gotta get Amberly back.
We do.
Amberly would be great to have back on.
Yeah. And popping bubbles, it kind of spoke out to me because I remember when you guys were saying on the popping bubbles episode, you're like, it's different when you get older and you kind of realize that Christianity is its own bubble, and there's other stuff going on in the world, bad stuff like racism and drugs and stuff, and just being exposed to that as a Christian, you're just whoa, I didn't know there's this much hate in the world and stuff, and it's really an eye opener when you listen to it.
Yeah, this is just taking a step back and reflecting on your community. And
I think that was another thing too is PD and I and a lot of people that we know we're in a very small bubble of
and when we look back, we realize how weird
Christians and we
our little group
dated
was.
people in the bubble, and if people moved away out of town, like that was it. They were out of the bubble, and we would never talk to them.
Like if they moved churches, they're dead.
Yeah. So now it's this thing, and I mean, you could say that we left a bubble just to start the Church Stories bubble.
Yeah.
Tune in next week and we'll find out what Japheth's number 1 pick for.
All right, what's number 2?
Wait, I think that was number 2.
That was number 2.
Oh, my bad. What's number 1?
Oh, drum roll.
Right.
I don't. Drum roll.
Number 1. Any episode with Tim Bachman.
Oh, that's better than one episode.
That is a great answer.
Yeah.
So, Tim, immediately when we started this podcast, I knew there were a few people that had to come on.
Yeah.
And he was on like the short list of people who had
for a long time
to come on. And that's why he came on within the first 3 episodes that we had guests on.
Yeah.
He was like the 4th episode. And he told that story of scaring children at a camp. That was hilarious. And then he told his story about the Powerhouse, like running that club, and then it devolved into a like 30-minute conversation about sneaking into sports stadiums,
which people still remember.
Con artists.
Yes, and those are true.
Yeah, that joke is crazy, man.
And then the most recent episode really caught me by surprise.
Yeah, I didn't know
when I listened back to
the legends seeped out of Tim on that episode.
Yeah, that I really enjoyed hearing him talk about Nana like that. And then
that was a great episode. The one about Tim Bachman. Just like the way he like deals with people in racism. He's just he's so loving and like kind. You wouldn't expect like someone to be like that kind, but he is.
Yeah.
And he's a phenomenal storyteller too.
He is, man. He's one of those people. When we recorded the newest Uncle Sam episode, like
you're just on the edge of your seat listening to his story about being in the black church.
Man. Yeah, he did it though. Japheth.
And then he was like, he lended them his car, like
his
truck,
his
and
dad
then they crashed it.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine."
That's called grace, y'all. And that's what Church Stories Podcast is all about. Bow your head, close your eyes. I'm just going to pray for everybody real quick now.
I thought you were being serious.
Dude, I've never ended an episode in prayer. You think we were going to start today? Japheth, thanks so much, man. Thanks for, legit. Like, I think we joke, why do people listen? But, like, listening to you talk about it, like, I think it's
really encouraging to hear everything that you said.
That this show's been impactful.
Could I add, like, maybe just a couple more sentences?
Yeah.
Or something? So, I just had Chick-fil-A for the first time in my life.
What? Today?
It was phenomenal.
Today?
No. It was like a few days ago.
Okay.
But it was amazing. And the best part about it, I listened to your Chick-fil-A song while eating.
That is awesome.
Man, wait a second. So, where do you live?
I live in Arizona. Apache Junction.
Okay, and
like the middle of nowhere.
Where did y'all just get a Chick-fil-A, or were you out of town?
No, we were just like driving around like a city right next to us, and there's a Chick-fil-A, and my mom was like, "Want to go get Chick-fil-A?" I was like, "Sure."
You're like, hold up,
yeah.
Pass me the aux cord.
And like your body probably thanks you for not discovering it before now, but you're definitely gonna be a little happier on road trips.
You're gonna live longer, Japheth.
He entered my body and everything was like, oh.
Yep. That's awesome, man. Hey, that's really cool, man. Thanks so much for keeping up with the show and coming back and listening and, telling PD's girlfriend is here quietly, but listen, Lauren, we're doing a real thing. We're feeling, Mom, it's real, Mom. People love us. But Japheth, thanks. Yeah, thanks for answering the phone.
Yeah.
All right. I stand with PD.
Whoa. Hang up right now.
Yeah, I think that's the end of your time.
This episode's about to get deleted.
All right, see you, Japheth.
Shut up.
Right.
Oh man, see you, man. Oh man,
that's cool.
That was really cool.
Yeah. Maybe we should talk to fans a little bit more.
We should talk to fans.
Have a phone line.
Call PD.
Send me your phone number. No, I do not need to have a bunch of y'all in my contacts.
Yeah.
No offense,
but
there needs to be a little bit more of a barrier.
He's already on his phone too much.
Dude,
she complains about my phone.
Somebody somebody one time texted me, like somebody who I had not given my number to. And do you know why? They were like, "Hey, could you listen to my new single on Spotify and also share it?" So somebody DM'd me, and then they found my number, and then it's just a little. Yeah. I guess in the past beforehand, you're like, "Oh, nobody hits me up," and now I'm like, too many people hit me up, and now people who I didn't allow hit me up. So it's like it's a little weird.
That is creepy. Lauren had some Karen stories, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to share those?
Yeah, I made a list. He told me he wanted me to come on and tell my Karen stories that people have had to deal with at work, so I went and made a list.
Okay. Let's hear. This is going to be called the one about lists.
Yeah. Oh, I'm a list person. Because if I don't put anything down, I just forget.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Well, let's hear the Karen stories. Does she write notes too in the notes app? Is she a notes app person?
Yeah.
Okay. I married a non-note taker.
It's like my mom. My mom always asks me if I took notes after church. So what I would do is I would just get on my notes app and hit the Siri button. And Siri would listen to the pastor and copy everything he was saying.
But then it'd also be like, but
I don't think her mom looked that close.
Oh.
It's probably just...
No, I'd just be like, hey, Mom, look what I recorded.
Sheesh.
Look how many notes I took.
Did you write notes? Yeah, I everything.
I got everything.
I got everything. Every cough,
faster than he can talk.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've been working there for 1.5 years, and I've been running drive-through ever since they needed somebody to do that. So, like, the first day I was on drive-through by myself, I had a really mean customer to deal with. Like, it was just, I was taking an order, and she came up to the window, and, like, the policy says I have to take the speaker first over the person at the window, because we are not allowed to put people on hold.
Okay.
So the woman comes up to the drive-thru. I hand her food, and she gives me her money, and she sits in the line and checks her food. And I was in the middle of taking an order when she was complaining to me about how I shorted her one corn dog. And I shorted her a corn dog, and I couldn't listen to her right away because I was still taking an order, so I just closed the window. And she starts banging on the window and honking her horn. And
he's having a temper tantrum.
Yes. Yeah, I still see this woman. I see her in Walmart. I've seen her like 3 times.
Oh, no.
And like she was just banging on the window and honking her horn, and I was just like, it's just a corn dog. I can get you another corn dog. I won't even charge you for it.
Imagine what's going on in your personal life. Imagine
give me my corn dog.
Gosh darn it.
She's like she's like just screaming.
Golly, did you get her a corn dog? Or?
I gave her my manager.
Did you?
Yeah.
Like, you can't. I can give you something that's not on a stick. My manager. Here they go.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's just whenever we deal with customers, they're just really, whenever there's a problem, they just get really mean.
Let me ask you this. I've heard a lot from like waiters and waitresses online where they're like, it's never people my age. Like, they're like people my age, like millennials or whatever. Yeah. They're like very, very, very calm, cordial. They're like, it's always older people. Yeah. Have you ever been berated by people your age, like your peers? Or is it?
It's rare.
No, it's always people that could be my mom's age.
Yeah. It's it's like the truth, dude. I mean, I hate to say that too, but there's just something about, I don't know. Like, I mean, I give Uber drivers, whatever. There's just 5 stars. I'm like, hey, this is your livelihood, dude. Here's a tip. Here's a good tip. Here's 5 stars. Like, keep going. I don't care what kind of experience I've had, and I've had bad experiences, but it's just not. Yeah, but older people are like, wah, 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 wah.
Older people are like,
freaking mowing other people down.
Why is it $15 and it's usually always $13? And
at the peddler, I mean, occasionally there'll be a really rude person, but for the most part, it's just like 30 to 40-year-old middle-class white and black people that are
You said are on dates
Yeah.
or with their families.
I wonder if it's also just like the cost of entry is just
Yeah, a little bit
you know
higher.
at the peddler you're paying a lot more. At Cookout, you get a whole meal for like $5. So I'm wondering if also just like the anger is synonymous. It's like it's parallel to your patience because you're paying so little. Your patience is also so little.
I mean, it's also if my friends come to Cookout, then I give them free food.
Yes,
but don't be doing that.
Oh yeah, get in trouble.
You guys get free food.
Yeah,
you and Grace got free food and milkshakes.
We did. Yeah, I remember. Good times. I enjoyed Cookout.
Oh, like the last recent big thing that happened was this woman. I was in the bathroom when this one happened, but I came out to see the aftermath because a woman had thrown her drinks into the drive-thru and all over the cashier and the manager and the people just in the way. So my manager got mad and threw them back at her.
Really?
Yes.
So this is y'all were bringing the Waffle House quality of quality service to Cookout. That's funny.
Yeah, but
how long is this list?
It's not that long. It's just this.
Show it to that camera. That's a freaking scroll.
It's probably not noticeable.
Yeah.
But actually, this one wasn't a Karen story. There was a guy that I don't even know how he managed, but he skipped the entire drive-through line. And there were customers getting out of their cars and beating on his windows and telling him to go back around and go to the end of the line. And so we had to finally go out there, and they sent me, of all people. They're like, Lauren, go out there and tell this guy to... Yeah, I'm the candidate. Well... Actually, no. I'm not. Believe it or not. But they just sent me out there, and, it was late at night, and there was just a guy in the car. And I wouldn't go within, 5 feet of his car. So I just went out there, and I was kind of waved at him. And he was...
Sir!
He was just, dazed.
Really?
Like really intoxicated. And he was just sitting in his car going... He wouldn't even look at us.
Dang.
He wouldn't even look at us when we were trying to get his attention. And he just ignored us. And so I actually called the cops on him. And
you snitched?
There were people getting out of their cars.
Didn't know I was dating a narc.
Yeah. Hey, guys. End of episode. End of the show till PD gets this figured out.
Right. So people were getting out of their cars, creating huge scenes.
Yeah.
Because this guy wouldn't go around. So I had to call the police so he got up to the speaker and he rolled down his window, was going to order. And people actually got out of their cars and went over to the speaker and said, "This is the guy who skipped the line. Don't take his order." And
now they're narcs.
Yeah.
Now you went out there and you started a group.
So I called the police and they came, and he was leaving the time they were pulling in. So I ran out in front of the cop car. And I was like, he's right there. And he was just pulling out. And they turned around. They got him 2 restaurants over.
And I was like, of course you involved yourself in the situation by running in front of the polie and
they wouldn't have gotten him.
Where to go.
He was leaving the same time they were pulling in, so they wouldn't have gotten him.
Yeah. I mean, I'm all for justice. But
I'm for justice from a distance.
We don't like people that
Is that the episode title?
That's the episode.
Justice from a distance.
I mean, people were like, I was in a group chat with some friends who were like, you go to the marches? And I'm like, ooh, guess what?
Someone texted me. I was like, give me some protective gear and we're good.
Because I texted you and I called you and I was like, yo, Penny, you going to any protest this week? And you're like, nah, dude. And we were both like, catch a brick to the head? Nah.
There was a
justice from a distance.
There was a waitress at the Feather who had the wind screen thing, and I was like, hey, if I gave you a baton, it looks like you could arrest me.
Yeah, the little face shields, which I feel like it just exposes your mouth and
it doesn't look.
And I'm like, yeah, cool. You're protecting your eyes. You're getting COVID through your eyes.
Yeah, Cookout has those, but you can't hear anything when you're wearing it, so it's really useless.
You can't hear the screen thing.
Well, it's a hat. It's just a hat that's bolted to like this plastic goes all the way around your head.
Oh, so it like shields your ears. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Man, so those people are like, COVID ain't going nowhere.
But you know what? I only wear it if like a customer starts coughing. I'm like, oh, go get me the space helmet. I call it the.
I'm going on a trip to my favorite rocket ship. That's the second little Einstein's episode reference.
Once in the Marley episode and once now. The waitress of the peddler put that on, and a table said, "Hey, Darth Vader," and she was, and then she's stuck wearing. She didn't bring a mask, so she's stuck wearing that for the rest of the day, and it's got to be in her head like. They really just called me Darth Vader. She's like 40, Dude,
there's really like a comedian who's talking about like his dad making fun of him for wearing a helmet while he bikes, and he's like, yeah, it's fine because that's my favorite type of humor. He's like, anytime my dad's like taking his freaking diabetes medicine, like, look at that little
Shin
jerk.
Wang.
Yeah,
Shin Wang. It was this
look
comedian.
at him, can't handle the sugar.
When I was first getting into stand-up comedy, I found this extremely random late night set on YouTube from this guy named Shin Wang. It was 5 minutes, but it's like the funniest TV set I've ever seen.
5-minute set ever. Every now and then when I'm just thinking about, I'll go back and watch it. And
on a show called W. Kamau Bell, which it didn't last long.
No.
So it was just like this random piece of gold that I found on YouTube.
Hey there, Darth Vader. I like the idea of just making fun of people like, oh, hey, what's up, mask?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? I don't want to get COVID through my nose or mouth. Lauren, you're always welcome back to the show. I know just because you don't listen doesn't mean you can't be a guest. So we'll let you come back and share more Karen stories with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is Roberto?
Yeah, we got our next guest is here.
Nice.
I'm gonna let him up here. We end with praise reports. Lauren, the episode got a little heated with some things that you were talking about here. Just some Karen. Can we use the K word? Some altercations that you had. But yeah, what is a good thing? Tell us a good thing that's happening in your life.
I got a new job.
Yay! What a perfect up note.
I got a new job.
Did I say up note? Guys, I'm a musician. I'm a musician. It's a higher note.
The thing that brought it down was her current job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
here I am complaining about my old job, and the good news is I got a new one.
Yeah. Hey, can you show that camera your sleeve? I want everybody to see the Cookout mascot on your sleeve.
Oh, it's a
it's like,
it's a
the
happy
milkshake?
guys. It's 40 fresh milkshakes.
Yeah.
And I actually
don't plug Cookout right now.
Yeah, free advertisement, guys. This is actually an extra large because I was the last one to get a shirt.
Yeah.
I just tied it, but I got it because I'm part of the fast service team.
Ooh.
You're leaving.
I run. Yes, but I am one of the best people to run drive-through.
I
run fast service. See, I'm on the fast service team.
Ooh.
I'm always being. Our whole relationship. She was like such a shill for Cookout. I was like, you don't have stock. You work as you run drive-through for them.
Cookouts doing Daffy Duck backflips and gold coins.
I was like, if they could save,
like, get them shirts,
like if
get
they could
them
make
tees.
like $5 extra on a salary by firing you, they'd do it.
Yeah. Hey, but you know what? I like your work ethic.
But that's
Lauren.
just my like.
I like your, you need to give 110% to any job that you have.
Yeah,
I work for myself, and I don't give me 110%.
But
if I hire
manager-
somebody, I expected that from them.
Yeah, if you would ask my manager's boss, he tells me that I outdo how much I get paid, and he said I do very good at my job.
See, her like,
that's good. I believe you.
Like actually, like putting effort into her job and like talking about it in like a positive way, like saying I work really hard at this and like I'm proud of the work I do. I'm like, maybe it's my hippie thing. I'm like,
overall, it's just the job. I love my job. It's just the people I work with are not pleasant.
And I was just gonna say it's like the hippie voice in my head going, "Don't let the man control you, dude."
No, it's not about that, man.
Yeah.
But hey, honestly, like, look, PD and I also have existential crises.
Yeah.
That we opened the episode with. So I don't know if you're going to convince either of us to work a job and be like, yippity doo dah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I work for myself, and sometimes, like yesterday, I was pacing around the house, and Grace was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, I need work. I go in, we need work to pay bills and to work to get money and money to do this. And what if we have another kid? So that's just me.
It's the difference in our personalities. She says she enjoys working. I'm like, what?
Before PD, I was working.
Lock her down.
I was working 6 days a week, and and on the one day off I had, I would still go in.
Really?
Yes. If they would call me any day and need me to work, I would come in. I would just be like, yes, I'll be there in 20 minutes.
Play opposites attract.
Hey, that's gonna be my next mission. My next mission is to get an Alexa to hook up to the board, so that way, if somebody says something dumb, we can say, Alexa, play Wild Out. I don't know if that's a song. We'd find out though.
Yeah.
What was your praise report, Pada? Is dating a hardworking woman?
My praise report is that I'm hopefully gonna get a discount on QT donuts.
On the 49-cent donuts. The donuts are only 49 cents.
Hey, let's get it down to 10 cents.
Yeah, this comes from a man who doesn't like working. Any discount's a big discount.
Yeah, if I could pay for donuts with my stolen downtown fountain change, that'd be amazing.
Well, I do get free salmon from his job.
Yeah. You do?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He gives me salmon and a baked
potato.
I was
like, where do you get? Oh, and I was like, it's a steakhouse.
I told my mom, I was like, I got free. I keep getting free salmon. My parents are like, Cookout sells salmon now, and I'm like, are you guys serious?
That'd be the biggest brand switch.
Yeah.
I feel like if they had salmon, they'd have to cook it in like 3 minutes and then put it between two buns.
Yeah.
What is my praise report? We just finished the beginning part of like pre-production for a new sketch that PD you now have a part in. We casted you last night, and I think it's gonna be super fun. It's an adapted script. Chase Bridges has been working on it, and Robert's directing, and I'm producing.
So that's what Ari's in?
And Ari's gonna be in it. I'm not gonna say the name of it. You already know what it is. But guys, new sketches every month. We're back to consistency. Sorry, did I say back to? Our sketches have never been consistent. We are finally being consistent. This has been Church Stories.
And you've been awesome.
Dun, 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 dun.
Star Wars?
That song stuck in my head the other day while I was working.
I don't know why. I feel like we just said it with so much passion.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that you would say... I was really hoping they'd say, hey there, Darth Vader. So let me try it again. This has been Church Stories, and you've been awesome. Hey
there, Darth Vader.
Oh, shit, did it for me.
How long were you going to let me do that?
My bit. I was going to let it go a little longer.
I knew you were going to do it, so I decided to.
All right. See you later.
Adios.